and Babes. I'm your host, Bonnie Noel, and this is Beauty Tutorials Unveiled, the Mean Girls edition. If you are new, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're tuning in again, welcome back. We have a fun episode for you tonight. The show is an opportunity to break down your favorite tutorials and get to ask questions directly to the pros. Tonight we have Prissy Girl Nails, and she will be teaching us how to nail your perfect themed set. So when we say theme set, we mean holiday themes, just like today, movie themed. It could be any theme, whatever tickles your fancy. So grab your wine glasses or grab your cup of tea and get ready to wind down with us.
Hi. Hey, Lonnie.
Hi. So happy to have you here. It's always a good time.
Thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be back and in person.
Yes, we're in person today.
Do you guys see our Mean Girls setup?
Right. Nice little theme. We were super excited to do the Mean Girls theme. If you're anything like us, we love a good Mean Girl flick, even at this big age.
I love it. So things.
So we'll be doing Mean Girls trivia throughout the show. So make sure to answer those questions if you feel like, you got what it takes, and you can get a chance to win 50% off of a Prissy Girl nail set. So we will have the questions on the screen. The first question is, who doesn't even go here? Now, if you know, you know, because that is a funny one, and that was like a really funny part of the movie. Probably like the most memorable part.
Everybody's favorite part.
The second one is, what are the four names of the Mean Girls / the Plastics? That should be a no-brainer for anyone who's a true Mean Girl stan. And the third question is, which of these is not a rule of the Plastics? So, yeah. The options should be on the screen in terms of A through D. And we'll keep running through it. We'll keep checking back to those throughout the show to make sure we get those questions answered. So basically, we were going to do first come, first served. Whoever gets the questions answered the quickest will be the winner. So we'll be looking out on the comments to see, who that might be. But let's jump in. Let's jump into the good stuff. So, first of all, how are you?
Things are going well. I'm so good, I guess. I'm so good, I guess. Times are crazy, but I'm good. How are things going with you?
Things are
Beauty
good.
tutorials.
Things are good, Things are good. So we're going to jump right in. And I'm going to ask you, what inspires a theme set? Like, what jumps out at you and tells you, like, okay, I have to recreate this set?
All right, so for everybody it's different, but for me personally, I have to be in a mood. I have to have seen something that I love. I have to, it's all about the ambiance. I have to be in the mood. I have to have seen something that's jumping out at me, something I cannot turn away from. And it has to be off trend. I don't really like to do everything that's trendy right now. So if it's trendy, I probably hate it because Instagram has the algorithm where you see it a million times. So if it's off brand, you don't see it often, I'll try that normally.
Yeah, awesome. One of our favorite sets that we seen you do was the back to school set, which is perfect for our Mean Girls theme show today. It's all about, high school and being the it girls. That was a super fave.
Yes.
I loved the detail of that one. And it's just when I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, so much detail. What goes through your mind when you're like, okay, I'm tackling this. This is the one, and I'm going to take each nail.
Listen, the back to school was during a time where I had a lot of time on my hands. And I was focused on the theme, which was back to school. So it's it has to be a 20-piece set, and I have to encapsulate everything that I can think of on 20 fingers. So everything that I could think of, I put it on the nails. If I needed a ruler, we got to figure out how to do the wood. If I needed a science beaker, we were going to figure out how to draw that, and make it, how do you say it, as realistic as possible.
Absolutely. I loved the ruler. If you guys could see the pictures on the screen, the ruler one, the wood grain.
We might need a whole set of the wood grain.
Yeah.
To get back to school, we might need a ruler set or something because the wood was everything.
The wood was amazing.
It took a lot of time, but it was definitely worth the time and energy because the set came out more than I could even want for that set.
Yeah, for sure. It makes sense. So what would you say your main tips are for just overall designing a set? designing
Honestly,
a theme set?
A theme set, I would say, for people that are not so, because everybody thinks that nail techs are so creative, but some people are better at like putting things on top of nails versus being creative. So I would think that if you weren't, this wasn't your forte, I would suggest that you write down, try to draw a picture of what you want on each nail so that you can stay on task and stay on theme and you don't get caught up and lost in the ideas of what you're doing, because that's very easy. I've done it a million times where I get started on one thing, I think I'm going down that path, and then I got so many ideas that they start getting all jumbled up. So my best suggestion would be to like write them down, stay on task, and don't defer from what you have in your first mind. Like your first mind. Go with your first mind, girls. Go with your gut.
Absolutely. So it makes sense. And I know you gave us these 3 tips, and we're choosing our color palette when it comes to a theme set.
For sure.
We're choosing patterns from signature themes, movies, clothing, things of that nature. And then, like you said, we're thinking outside the box. Like you said, going off trend.
Yeah.
We like to do things that aren't on trend, which is absolutely amazing.
For sure.
I wish we had a nail cam today because we're giving prissy girl nails realness.
Realness on both hands.
We're far away, but the nails are giving. We will post pictures later so you guys can see.
And get into the details.
Absolutely.
Because Lonnie's nails, we have no words. I have no words.
Right, very, very detailed, but super worth it, super cute. I've been getting compliments all day long, every day.
My favorite set to date.
Absolutely. I would keep doing these all the way up until Thanksgiving. Because I'm thankful.
They're here.
I'm thankful.
They're great. They're amazing.
So yeah, how's it going with those trivia questions? Does anybody, know any of the answers?
No shade, but it's Mean Girls Trivia. You guys have to come on with the answers. Like, super easy. Come on. If you watch the movie, you got them right off the bat.
Look, okay, Bola's just shouting the answers. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's gonna give them away to everybody. Well, keep the answers to yourself. I mean, just so you could win. You know what I mean?
Thanks, girl.
But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Bola asked, can we get a Money Heist set? And that,
whoa!
I love that.
The idea of that. The idea that just came based off of that name, Money Heist.
Absolutely. That would be so good.
I'm on it, Bola.
Absolutely. She said an all red stiletto set. That would be amazing.
Sister, you know what? Hold the ideas. Text me about it. We'll have a line coming. Just hold your ideas. Text me about it. You're giving all the girls our details.
So, what's your favorite part about doing theme nail art?
I think my favorite part is like once I have I'm inspired by a set, I like to compare what I got out of it, like how I translated the set basically. I can't recreate that well. I don't know about people that can, but I'm not a good recreator. So I basically, when I see a set that I love, like say for example, I see a Mean Girl set, like a burn book set, I'm like, oh my God, I love it. If I do it or try it, and I'm usually gonna do my own spin on it, I love to compare like, oh my God, you got that from that. Good job, you. You're so creative.
Absolutely. That's definitely what stands out about you. It's just like, oh my gosh, what made you want to do that? Like the back to school set was so detailed. It was like the pinky pencil. The pinky pencil. I don't know if you guys seen the pinky pencil. That's my favorite nail because the lead of the pencil fit perfectly like at the tip. And it's just like, look at that.
We needed them on stilettos for sure.
Super talented.
Thank you.
So, do you have any themes coming up for the holiday season? Any movies or shows that might inspire you for some upcoming design?
Honestly, I don't like Christmas sets. I'm going to be honest with everybody. I personally, as a nail tech and as a longtime nail getter-gunner, I do not like Christmas sets.
Me either.
So,
I'm so sorry for anybody who's bouncing around and rocking around the Christmas tree
with their candy cane.
Yes, but I love Christmas. Don't get it
twisted. We love Christmas.
Love Christmas. Christmas nails. I'll go with like a solid red.
Yeah, Christmas colors is different than a Christmas themed set. However, what I am in the process of doing is trying to be as creative as I can about a Christmas set. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to make some off-brand, if you will, Christmas sets that are not so Christmassy, wherein you see them and you're just like Santa, but you can see them and actually be like, oh, those are so festive. Those are so holiday, but not to Jingle Bell Rock, you know?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely. That makes sense. So, what's your favorite movie, and how would you turn that into a nail set?
Favorite movie given is Mean Girls, along with Bring It On. Mean Girls set would obviously have to be a burn book set, and or just any kink. Your nails are a Mean Girl set.
My nails are a Mean Girl set, and then you did a Mean Girl set, and we have
absolutely
those,
that one sold, and it was great, and I've gotten 2 orders for those since then. But yeah, the Mean Girl set, that was my inspiration for that set. So
absolutely had the plaid, super cute, very poppy,
the diamonds, all that jazz.
Absolutely, very schoolgirl.
Yeah. It girl, super it girl.
Super it girl. So we still have our trivia questions rolling. You know, if no one answers or gets them all, I guess we'll give you till tomorrow to get it together. So you could get a chance to win this amazing sale. 50% off, that's a steal. Especially for the holiday season, and that's useful anytime.
Anytime. Like if you guys win, you know, make sure to honor it whenever. But
absolutely. Super cool.
You guys get those answers going.
Yeah, I didn't check the comments, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but we want to jump into our girl chat segment, so we can get into our burn book, our burn book segment and our girl chat. Absolutely. So, what people want to know.
What gets the crowd going?
Right. Like, so, have you ever started a rumor about someone or had anything like a burn book when you were younger?
Those are 2 very common questions. Started a rumor. I wouldn't say per se that I started a rumor, but I have definitely said things I thought to be true that might not have been after finding out. But upon me saying it, it was true when I said it because I knew it to be true. So, but yeah.
Okay, sounds very much.
A burn book. I don't want to bring up our old notebooks or notes or anything, but you know, close call, close enough. Nothing quite as beautiful and set up, but definitely a couple close calls.
Absolutely. And so what were you putting in those books, like those notebooks? You were just kind of like,
I guess we'll never know.
You burned
We burned the burn books. They must have been burned.
Burn them down.
Burn them down. They had too much information. They were talking about too many things, and
I almost felt like my high school yearbook was like a burn book.
Yes.
Like, it just wasn't really authentic. Shout out to, Commerce High. It just wasn't very authentic and a good representation of like who even I was. Like I won like homecoming queen. It wasn't in the yearbook at all. Like
wow. Who's in charge of that?
She's in the burn book.
Good.
The yearbook committee teacher. If you know, you know.
Slapping your Polaroid.
Not say her name. She's still probably working there.
And whoever was on the yearbook committee and allowed it to go on.
Absolutely.
In the burn book.
If anybody from high school is watching, make sure that you join yearbook. It might seem painful, but join it. If not, you're leaving your face. You're leaving your high school reputation. You're leaving your high school legacy in the hands of somebody else, and that's just not okay.
And they may not even like you.
It's not okay. So, if you had a name for your group of friends back in the day, like the Plastics and the Mean Girls, what would you call your group of friends? Or your group of friends now, even though
it's us.
It's just
right,
like our group of friends.
I need to go with something else because we're actually super nice.
We're super nice.
Super sweet girls.
We're the friendly black hotties.
Super friendly black hotties. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go for the It Girls because it sounds good.
It Girls does sound cute.
It sounds cute.
It sounds
cute.
Good. It sounds cute. Sounds relevant. Love it. So this is kind of a spicy question, and I know you probably don't want to answer, but you can answer vaguely. Like, is there anyone that you would put in the burn book if you did? Like anything going on?
Yeah,
like,
you better want
subliminally
for our folks. Subliminally, there's a couple of people I'd love to throw in it. Specifically, anybody that was like a friend that's not a friend anymore. Because there's a good reason that we're not friends anymore. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So, any ex-friends out there?
The Burn Book.
Your Polaroid's probably already in there.
And for those who don't know and don't watch the movie, The Burn Book was just a book where obviously things, not so nice things, went inside the Burn Book about people throughout the school. And it was kind of a way for them to kind of like release and kind of just put their emotions that weren't so great into just a space that they kept between their group of friends. And I guess it's not so bad until like I think the information got leaked. I don't remember.
Yeah, Regina George freaking posted all over the school.
Yeah, so and then that was terrible. And
that friend that's not a friend anymore. She belonged in the Burn Book the entire
Absolutely.
time. Exactly.
But yeah. So, you know, with the theme of the show being Mean Girls, I felt like it was a great opportunity to introduce our new segment of the week. Our new segment of the show, which is actually Beauty Tip of the Week, an inner beauty tip of the week, because, you know, in order to be beautiful on the outside, you need to be beautiful on the inside. So our inner beauty tip of the week is be kind. Beautiful people are nice and nice people are beautiful. So although we had some fun today, like we said, we're super nice girls. It's not cute to be mean. Like, that is so 2000 and late. You know, I don't care what you girls say. You know what I mean? It's very sweet to be nice and be kind. You don't know what someone's going through. So, you know, if you haven't today yet, give a kind word, say something nice, tell somebody you like their hair, all that good stuff. And once again, thank you for joining us. Carmen, thank you so much for joining me. It was super fun. Don't know when we'll do the in-person thing again, but it was fun. I liked it. You know, we're going to go talk about what we really put in the Burn Book. But, you know, make sure to join us next week. We have a special episode with Skin Deep. So make sure you tune in for that. And thank you again.